Welcome to David Bradley Show with your host, David Bradley.
How's everybody doing? So, we're done with CMA Fest, even though I'm still editing and uploading. And we got shows booked. So, this young lady came to us by way of C4 when she met her down in Texas. And she told Hannah that she needs to come be on my show. So we got Hannah Mercedes on the show. What's up, girlfriend?
What's up?
You having fun?
For sure.
How was CMA Fest for you?
Fun. Really fun. I mean, like, we came into Nashville not even knowing that CMA Fest was going on. Mm-hmm. So, like, when we came, it was like all of Broadway was just fully packed. And then we were trying to get into a restaurant, and it was just like, you couldn't. You couldn't. And then the second, like, we waited in line for 3 hours. And then we got to the front and was like, sorry, it's 21 under after, like, 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Okay.
That's the way they do you down there.
Yeah.
It's crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Did y'all get to go inside the CMA Fest?
Yeah. We went to Nissan Stadium to go see Lainey Wilson and Jelly Roll and Keith Urban and all them.
All the good ones.
Yeah. Yeah. And then on the second time, whenever Megan Maroney was there on the last day of CMA Fest, we didn't get tickets, but I stood on the bridge and I just listened to her because she's one of my favorite artists.
That's what I would have done.
Yeah.
I ain't getting in that madness.
Yeah, no. We could hear it pretty well from there anyway, so.
You know what I want to see during a country concert? Body surfing. Let's get the mosh pit out.
Yeah.
We'll just call it the mud pit.
Yeah.
What do you think, Caitlin? That work? Mud pit?
I think that's a thing at fairs. I'm not used to this stand. I want my old one.
Well, I'll have to fix the old one first. So anyway, you ran into C4. Was you at one of her shows down there, or?
So we were pretty booked once we got here. I mean, like, the day before we got here, we had nothing. We had the hotel and plane, that was it. And then we got here and it was like, okay, we had this co-write and then we're going to go here and see this person. And so that was all crazy. But we ended up meeting her for lunch for pizza. We went and got pizza.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, some pretty good pizza too.
Yeah, I like C4. She's funny.
Yeah, she's really nice.
She's got that old school sweet.
Yeah.
You know, the ones that kind of slap you up the back of the head when you mess up.
Yeah.
I'll probably get hit for that one. So anyway, it's crazy as I'll get out. So you wrote your first song at 10 years old.
Yeah, I did. Well, I basically wrote it because I heard this song.
Well, it wasn't Itsy Bitsy Spider or nothing like that.
No.
You remember what song you wrote?
Yeah, it's called My Adventure.
Your Adventure.
And basically, it was about this girl that was just the rudest person ever to me. But, like, we've been best friends forever, so, like, I couldn't really. Like,
well, yeah, you wrote a song for her.
Yeah.
You can't be mad at me.
Yeah.
That's cool. And you didn't write nothing else till 14?
Yeah, so I wrote another song at 11, which I don't know why I never wrote after that, but I just started writing more and more and more. It was kind of like a slow, painful process because I sang a lot, but I never wrote, so I had to completely learn how to write. And
I still don't know how to write.
And so yeah, right at 14 was like everything just started, like, writing a lot of songs.
Just all started popping.
Yeah.
And when'd you pick up the guitar? Because your dad was saying over there a while ago that you taught yourself how to play.
Yeah. So I basically picked it up at 11 and I started learning like nothing on it. So I just went and got a guitar coach, but all I was learning was how to play like lead guitar.
Yeah.
So I hated it. I was like, I do not want to practice. And then I started working with my best friend, Shelly Lane. She's the best person ever, and she's the one that taught me how to write songs. And so basically she had me just learn different songs and like learn the chords to them, and I was like, okay, this is kind of cool.
Yeah.
So then I started writing songs, and that's really how I picked up everything. And then, yeah.
Do you play by ear, or do you actually can read the music?
No, yeah. I mean, I've never really like read music or anything.
I can't.
Yeah.
It just looks like a bunch of squiggles with some fat little things here and there and a check and a Yeah, I can't read it.
Yeah, no, me neither. But I mean, I'm a musician, so I should be able to, but I don't. And
You'd
so,
be surprised how many musicians out there can't read a lick,
yeah,
but they can play the crap out of it.
yeah. I hated guitar at first, but now I just love it so much. It's like my favorite thing to do. I'll get home, play guitar, and then it'll probably be like 12 o'clock in the morning, and my sister will be storming down the hallway like, Hannah, shut up.
Lord, you play Led Zeppelin every now and then just to mess with your dad?
No,
No,
I don't.
you got to do Stairway to Heaven just to mess with him every now and then.
Yeah, he had me learning Dust in the Wind.
Yeah, I love that song. That's one of the best songs ever Kansas put out.
Yeah. It's hard. It's a really hard song to play. I mean, it's not terribly hard, but it's just like, you got to focus on exactly what you're doing. So,
Yeah. The vocals. I remember I used to could do the vocals to it. I know I can do the cowbell.
yeah.
Cowbell's easy. I learned that in school. The triangle, the cowbell. Oh, the flute, the little itty bitty black flute that they give you.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
exactly
I
what
can
had.
do Three Blind Mice on that. That's it. That's it.
Yeah. I don't know even what I learned. I learned some song about broccoli. I don't even know what it was called, but we went with it.
Hey, it was fun.
Yep.
That's all that matters.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't fun hearing everyone else play, but yeah.
Oh, it was fun driving my parents nuts. 'Cause I think I was like 9, 10 years old, walking through the house playing it all the time. It was just a lot of fun. I don't know. It's the little things.
Yeah.
I've been messing around a lot with that because I started writing some stuff down and everything else. And I actually wrote a song with David Easterling and his wife, which they're real good friends of C4.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, David is a really good songwriter.
Yeah. What'd you write about?
It was called Vacation Fiasco. And then we wrote the song, and it was just the first rough draft. If we can find time to actually get back at it and kind of polish it off would be great, but it's ever since CMA Fest, my phone ain't stopped. Emails hadn't stopped. It's just a great thing. So next year you need to get a booth at CMA Fest and get on one of the stages. That would be awesome.
All right. Yeah.
And then you'll see me around there somewhere.
Yep.
And go join the CMA. Then people can help you out a lot.
All right. Yeah. Dad, did you hear what he said?
If you need a phone number, I got a phone number. He's over going through his phone now. It's okay, Dad. Everything's fine.
We're not going to kill you.
No, we're relaxed, and we're this show is raw. I don't care. You can talk. You can do whatever you want to. You can scream across the room. I don't care.
I remember one big question I always got whenever I started playing is like, how do you not get nervous or anything? I was like, just because my dad told me, he was like, well, murder and cannibalism were outlawed a long time ago, so they ain't gonna kill you and they're not gonna eat you.
That's right.
So I was like, all right. So then I got up on stage, and I remember I did an Olivia Rodrigo cover, and I never wanted to do that again.
I don't even know who that is. So
You don't know who Olivia Rodrigo is?
no.
Probably not, because a lot of people are like, it's more younger generation. Everyone.
Well, I know.
Girls know
It's,
who she is.
you gotta remember, I was a 80s kid with heavy metal and glam metal and all that stuff, and I didn't. The only thing honestly, the things that got me into country music was taking my mama to CMA Fest all the time. Mm-hmm. And then when we got old enough to actually build 4-wheel drive trucks and go mudding and bonfires out in the woods and stuff, whoever had the loudest stereo system, we opened the doors and we just played Hank Williams Jr. all night. So,
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm opening for Hank Williams Jr. the 4th.
Awesome.
Which a lot of people didn't even know there was a fourth, but I was like, well, that's still cool. So
Yeah. And that is cool.
yeah,
Take notes.
I will.
Definitely take notes. Because that dude he's an icon.
Yeah. I'm super excited because, like, apparently, like, the entire lawn is going to be, like, filled, which it usually isn't. Usually the open mic I go do, there's probably, like, 3 people in the audience, which I always love it. It's, like, whether or not I performed at 400 or 3, I still love it because I get to play songs. So, I mean, like, I'm just really excited. So, I mean, like, last time I went and played in front of 100 people was, like, I sang the Olivia Rodrigo covers, and I don't think any of them thought I was going to do music now.
What song of hers did you do?
Oh, I did driver's license and I think like favorite crime or something. I don't know.
Favorite crime?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good song. Dad's over going, oh. Hey, it's okay, Dad. I don't know them either. Oh, yeah, it's all her. I love that you was a finalist at the Dosey Doe Open Mic contest.
Oh, yeah. That was a really different experience because I did my first open mic there. Like, I literally didn't even know how to play guitar. And so, I mean, like, I did, but I never wanted to play in front of, like, people. And so, my songwriting coach came and she played it for me, and I sang some Casey Musgraves and, you know, all that. And then I did one of the first songs I wrote. And then after that, you know, I was kind of, I got off stage that day and I started crying. I was like, I don't want to do this. and so then I like really, really, really started getting into guitar and was like, if you're going to play in front of people, you better get really good at it and you better write some songs. So what I did is like, I learned 3 new songs every time so that, you know, I would kind of switch up my stuff. And then I wrote with one of my good friends, Hallie Joe. We wrote 2 songs, and so I performed those every time. And then right after that, it just kind of started keep going. I'd play guitar literally every single day. And then, you know, by the time it was probably like semifinals, I didn't even know I was in a contest. And they were like, oh, you made it. And I was like, what?
I made it. What in the, yeah.
I made it where? And then I realized I was like, oh, this is a contest. So then I went back and we played semifinals, and then I made finals. And I was like, oh, God. And so
Yeah, that's when the heartbeat starts getting up.
yeah, and it was so weird because some people that, like, never played there, I hadn't seen play there, like, whatsoever. Like, they were in finals, and I was like, I ain't never seen you, but okay.
Yeah.
And so, you know, then they made they won the whole thing, so I was like, that's great, you know.
Yeah.
Like, I was totally fine not winning it at 14 because I could probably do like 20,000 times better when I'm like 16 or 17. So yeah. Plus, once you win, you get to go open for like a really big name band. Like when my friend Hadley Joe got picked up by the Gatlin Brothers.
Yeah.
And so, you know, you get to go open for really big people like that, and you know they kind of pick you up and they take you to Nashville and all that. But I was like, I don't think I probably should do that at 14. I should probably wait because I could probably be so much better.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There was a couple of days we were here, and my dad was like, oh, that's funny. You played a year ago today. And I was like, oh, really?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's nice that they actually have stuff like that in programs, and there's a gnat. I have a gnat in my studio. What the heck? But I like that they have programs like that and contests like that because it really does help people that are just starting out and get you out there in a big way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Any plans for The Voice or American Idol or any of that stuff?
Yeah. I mean, maybe when I'm like 17, 18.
Yeah.
Because my friend was just on there. Her name's Peyton Riley. She was just on there.
Yeah.
So it was really cool getting to see her do that. I was so proud of her for that.
Talk about nervous.
Yeah.
See, that's what I like about The Voice because they actually pitch you against a team member and you know, you got all that going on. It's more of a competition, I think.
Yeah, that's so funny. I never knew that Carrie Underwood won American Idol.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
So, like, I went to the Grand Ole Opry yesterday, and then she talked about that. I was like, whoa, what?
Yeah, I've had 2 American Idols on here. I've had 2 voice people on here.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it blew me away when we was doing the CMA Fest interviews and stuff. I'm flipping through my pages and voice. It was like 5 people.
So yeah, they all get picked up from there.
And they all get picked up from there. It's wild.
Yeah, I played at the Bluebird on Monday, and some girl was on American Idol. And I went to her Instagram. She probably had like 40,000 followers. I was like, gee Louise.
Kaylee Bishop.
Dad, do you know her name?
Come on, Dad. You're supposed to know all this stuff.
Ashton something. I don't think she played at CMA Fest, though.
Yeah. I don't know. A lot of people were playing because they had, this was one of the biggest CMA Fests they've had in a long time.
Apparently it just get bigger every year.
And they actually added additional stages for people to play.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, I hope they keep doing that because a lot of people had a lot of fun doing that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I would love to be able to play at one of those stages, but one day.
One day when you're
day.
16 or 17.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. When are you going to get the EP done?
So we have recorded 2 songs. One of them I already have out on Spotify, but you know, like all these other songs that I have written, I literally like wrote them all in the course of like 3 months, and so like we haven't recorded any of them, and you know we're waiting to do that because you know there's a thing on Spotify where it's like you got to release every 6 weeks.
Yeah,
and, like that's like the best thing to do, so that's what we're gonna do. But you know,
a lot of people do that. I actually during the interviews I was asking people because they do EPs. I'm from the old school era where it was a 45 single, 2 songs. You had the A side and the B side. And then you had an album, which was 12 or more songs. EP stuff has come along way past that. And now it's like 4 to 6 songs for an EP.
yeah, one of my good friends, Julia Cole, just released an EP. It was really, really good.
Yeah, I love Julia.
She's super sweet.
Yep. Didn't get her on my show this year.
Oh, really? Why not?
Because everything was running behind.
Yeah.
And she had a show to do. So,
Yeah. I went to one of her shows. I went to Teddy's Tavern.
yeah.
I mean, she played like 2 songs, but it's so worth it to go see her every time.
Oh, yeah. She's a heck of a voice.
Oh, yeah. For sure, for sure. Really good.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy. I don't know. I'm hoping it like this year, the weather wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
But there was a couple of years, it was like a scorcher out there. And I'm hoping next year it stays about the same temperature as it did this year.
Yeah.
I hate sweating.
Yeah, we went to we went to Biggest Texas Fest all the way in where was it? In Conroe, Houston, somewhere around there. And so when we went, it was just awful. I mean, like the first day it was just scorching hot. Like we all just wanted to leave. It was like, oh my God, how do these people just like stay out here all day, every day?
Yeah.
And then the next day we came back and it had just rained. So like the entire place was just like a mud pit.
And humid as all get out, probably.
Oh yeah.
That would have drove me nuts. Oh, God. This is what happens when you get old. Can't cross your legs hardly. Then your feet go to sleep. It's good stuff. And you're out of Woodlands, Texas.
Yeah.
What's that close to?
Conroe.
What's Conroe close to? Houston, Abilene?
I mean, well, the Woodlands is like right here, and then Conroe goes up, and then Houston goes down. So it's like it's an hour drive from
Okay.
the Woodlands to Houston. But
Okay, so you're up around Bryan and all those.
yeah.
Yeah, I got a good friend in Bryan. Me and her actually met at a CMA Fest. She was 15 and I was 16.
Oh, that's awesome.
We met, and then that night we went to the Grand Ole Opry.
I love the Grand Ole Opry. I'd never went until last night, and it's just so cool.
Oh, yeah.
It's so amazing.
You ought to talk to some of these people that go and stand in the circle and actually sing up there. It's magical. Well, that's what they tell me. I don't know. I've never been up there. If I was to go get on stage up there, they'd throw something at me.
Yeah, I mean, I always heard of the Grand Ole Opry, and I always thought it was like super cool because it was like I've heard all these people like talk good about it, and so again I was like, and I like went and searched it up. I was probably like 9, 10, and I hadn't even started music.
Yeah.
So I mean, like 10 years old, I started singing, and I hadn't really learned about any of this country music stuff, and so I was like, just starting to find out all about it, and so when I searched up the Grand Ole Opry, I was like, whoa. And then when I finally got to go yesterday, I was like, I want to be up there one day.
So what's on your playlist? Is it all country music? You got some pop on there?
I mean, yeah, I got some Taylor Swift on there.
Five Finger Death Punch, something good. I mean,
I got a lot of Lainey Wilson and Megan Maroney for sure, and Julia Cole. So like those are, and Morgan Wallen. Yeah, that's
all your favorites.
Oh yeah.
Did you see where Reba invited Lainey?
Lainey, yeah, to be a member. Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool as all get out how they done that.
Uh-huh.
I wish somebody did that for me. Just knock on my door. That's all you gotta do.
Yep.
Hey, David, you won something. And tell me what I won. So when y'all heading back home?
We leave tomorrow morning.
Ugh.
Yeah, our Uber's picking us up at 6 a.m.
Dad, she's rolling her eyes at the 6 a.m. part.
Yeah, I think that's the only thing. Well, I mean, it's not even that bad because I just get to sleep on the car ride to Austin.
Oh, God. While Dad drives.
Yeah. I remember we started flying to Florida because we always drove.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, why aren't we driving anymore? He was like, you want to drive? And I was like, yeah. He was like, no, you don't.
No, honestly, it's cool as all get out. Wanting to drive, getting to actually start driving, get your learner's permit, all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's cool as all get out. And it's fun. And it makes you feel like you put on your big boy pants for a change.
Yep.
Until you actually have to sit in traffic for an hour.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
I was about to say, Nashville traffic.
Yeah.
You don't want to drive.
Yeah, that's all the artists, they don't live in Nashville. They live around Nashville.
That's so funny. My sister just started driving, and she just got her lessons like 3 months ago, I think. And she started driving to school by herself.
Yeah.
Finally, my mom would be like, okay, I got to drive you to school because, well, I mean, like, you can drive, but I got to be in the passenger seat because I don't trust you to drive. And I was like, yeah, I get that. And she just got her driver's license. No one's going to let her drive. And so when she finally started driving, I would always ask her, I'd be like, can we go to Chick-fil-A? Can we go to Target? Can you take me here? Can you take me to my friend's house? And I would be like, hey, Mom, my friend wants me to come over, but you don't have to drive me because I'll just ask Izzy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There you go.
And so.
You got a built-in chauffeur.
Yeah. And she doesn't even mind. She just, because you just started driving, then she's going to love it. But, in 2 years, she's going to be like, I ain't driving you nowhere.
See, that's what always made me mad because I was the only child. I wanted a younger brother or a younger sister. That way I could make some side money running them places.
Yeah. I hope she don't watch this podcast. She's going to start paying me some $20 an hour.
Oops. My bad. Tell her you buy her a Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Except on Sunday.
Yeah.
Can't get no Chick-fil-A
but
on
it's
Sunday.
like you want Chick-fil-A every day, but the most you want is Sunday, and it's like it's closed, and you're just like, oh, come on, man.
I tell you what, I tell everybody else. Go buy it Saturday. Heat it up on Sunday.
Really?
Yeah.
The fries are always so soggy. My mom hates that.
Yeah, but if you're of age, you're usually freaking hungover anyway, so. Nothing tastes better hungover than Crystals or Chick-fil-A or.
I've never been to Crystals. Do we have one in Texas? Yeah,
No.
we don't have one. Maybe we're gonna go stop on the way to the.
Well, you got In-N-Out Burger starting to be in Texas now.
Yeah, I don't like In-N-Out Burger for some reason.
I liked them, but I used to get them out in California. So
Yeah.
I was out in California every week.
I mean, the burgers are good. I like them. They're all right. But then the fries are just disgusting. Don't like them.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, just the consistency of them. They're pretty fat, fresh cut fries.
I think those are the ones that we got are like those are like the skinniest those stale fries I've ever had in my life.
Go hit Five Guys before you leave.
Oh, all right, yeah. I've heard good things about that one.
Oh yeah, expensive as all get out.
Yeah. Well,
But when you get a
isn't all
small
fast
fry,
food?
it literally takes up half a bag. You don't get the little containers with the fries. They just throw it in a bag. Good stuff. You can do your salt, shake them up.
That's so fun. Yeah, no, Texas is so weird. All the prices for fast food is going
Oh, yeah.
we went to Cane's the other day. We got 3 meals. It was like $50.
Yeah, I went a couple of weeks ago. I went to Taco Bell, and I got the 12 packs of tacos, $48.50, and I was like, "You got to be freaking kidding me!"
Oh my gosh. No, I go to McDonald's now. I got a 10-piece chicken nugget. It's so weird. I love the chicken nuggets, but people are like, they're so fake. And I was like, I don't know. I like them.
Yeah, but you could take it. Go to McDonald's. You're 14 now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Go to McDonald's, get you a chicken nugget, get you a regular cheeseburger, and a fry. And if your mom has a glass cake pan, you just put the cover back on top of it and set it off in the corner. When you turn 24,
It looks the same.
it's the same.
Yeah.
It ain't. I've seen so many pictures of that on Facebook and everything else.
I've seen that these people took it out. It smells awful, but it looks the same. Mm-hmm. They took it out 12 years after they got it.
Yeah. Makes you wonder where they growed that meat at. Randy's Dirt Farm. Have a hamburger. Caitlin's shaking her head at me. It'll be all right, Caitlin.
I'm muted. I have nothing to say.
You just muted.
I'm just listening.
Mm-hmm.
I don't eat McDonald's, so.
I've gotten where I want.
There's nothing for me there.
If they want to sponsor the show, then I might. But other than that, no.
Oh, God.
I think Cane's is good. Then what's your favorite fast food place?
My favorite fast food? Here lately, I've been hitting Wendy's a lot.
Not bad, yeah.
And it's the spicy chicken sandwich.
We
Because
gotta try that, yeah.
it's spicy, but not too spicy.
Yeah.
And it's chicken.
Yeah. We went to Hattie B's the other day.
Yeah.
We got the chicken sandwich. Best thing ever.
There's another chicken place down on Gallatin Road. And when you go there, they have different levels of hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, the top 3 levels of hot, there's no way. That stuff peels paint. It is too freaking hot. You remember the name of that place, Caitlin?
Which one?
It's right there on Gallatin Road.
I know. I'm trying to think of what you're talking about.
Well, where we ate at.
We ate at Tailgate.
Yeah, but it's further in towards town on the right-hand side. It's like a white building, I think.
I have no idea.
It's,
There's Waldo's on Harding.
no. Thought they couldn't find Waldo.
Well, they found it on different places around town. It's a hot chicken place.
No, yeah. It's crazy. I had a boss. That's all he loved was hot chicken. And he would get that chicken that was so hot I mean, he was eating it, and you could see his face change colors. It was that bad.
I got some friends like that. Like, one of my friends in school, she like brings like a huge bag of Takis, but she'll like bring some hot sauce with her, and it's like it says on the bottle it's like spiciest hot sauce in the world. I was like, yeah, all right, and she puts it in there. She gave me one, and I never ate another Taki after that. But she just like loves it, and I was like, yeah, I can handle something, but not that.
Well, so you got a good excuse for things. You could just look at them and go, no, it may affect my voice.
Oh yeah. yeah.
I told somebody the other day, I was at work, and he pulled up and kept wanting to talk. And he's like, you ain't too talkative. And I just looked at him and said, I'm trying to save my voice for the podcast. He shot me a bird and drove off. But anyway.
Yeah. I have bad allergies, so my friends like wanted to go to the mall, but they were like, oh, let's go to Market Street instead because it's outside and it's nice weather. And I was like, yeah, but I have allergies. It's going to affect my singing. Sorry, so I can't. But I can go to the mall.
I can go to the mall.
Yeah, I mean, Market Street is just like turning into this high-end kind of stuff. I mean, like all the stores that you'll walk past, it's all Louis Vuitton, YSL, Gucci, all that.
You know what? I doubt if I would ever probably wear the frou-frou stuff. Take me to Tractor Supply and give me a Carhartts and something else. I don't know. It's just the way I've always been.
Yeah, all my friends are always like, oh, I'm going to Urban Outfitters in this place. I was like, yeah, I'm going to thrift store.
Yeah.
Because it's all the same stuff. I'm like, you just got to go to the ones in the rich neighborhoods.
Yeah, because I was raised up, probably your dad was too. I was raised up with Sears and Roebuck. Had the Husky pants. You remember the Husky pants? Yeah. My first job, the first thing I did was I went and bought me a pair of Levi's and a pair of Reebok tennis shoes. And that's when I thought I had hit the big time. Because I could pick out my own clothes.
Yeah. All my friends were like walking out in some Dior shirt, and I was like, okay.
That's a lot of money for somebody to, I mean, go to the black market, get it 50% off.
Yeah.
They'll even put the Louis Vuitton label in it for you.
Yeah.
It's spelled a little funny.
I have a purse from Louis Vuitton, but it's not from there because it's just they were selling it on the street in Chinatown in New York.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's got that weird looking number on it or whatever, and then it'll say Vuitton.
Yeah. My sister got her Chanel one, and my mom wanted that big Dior one and I was like, yeah, you can go get it off the street in New York.
Oh, yeah. Easy. Quick. Mm-hmm. You ain't got to worry about none of that stuff. No, wait till, are you into the hats, the cowboy hats and stuff?
My mom, she loves hat bars. She was like, I mean, she only has like 2, but I mean, like if she could, she'd go back and make 1,000, but they're like $200 a hat. So I was like, oh.
Yeah. There's a guy downtown. He makes the hat.
Mm-hmm. She got all like the feathers and her name like, imprinted on the bottom. And
they'll burn the hat and do all kinds of stuff with it. And I don't know. I'm kind of like I learned from my granddad a long time ago and my dad. And it was a very simple thing that they always said. Just because you got $1 million doesn't mean you got to spend $1 million.
Yeah. It's so funny because like I was talking to Mark Allen the other day, and do you know who that is?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was talking, and he was like, well, it's so funny. When you go to shows, you probably don't want to wear all that sparkly stuff because people are going to think you're a tourist when you come here. Mm-hmm. Be like, yeah. I mean, like, because he's like, it's so easy to spot them out. They're wearing some sparkly boots, some sparkly hat.
Oh, yeah.
Anything sparkly. I mean, I have sparkly boots that I wear sometimes because it's just like,
cool.
Those are my boots, and I wear them.
Yeah.
But, I mean, like, I'm not going to walk around in some sequin top. I mean, first of all, no one's gonna want to hug me because they're just gonna get like punctured a bunch of times. But
yeah, well, I mean that's always been the joke around Nashville. Even when I was young, you can always spot the tourists because they've got the new boots, they got the new hat, They got the cowboy outfit, and the boots ain't even scuffed yet. That's why I like. There's one girl, she actually sung a song called Broadway Cowboys, and it's all about, you know, the boys going and getting all that dudded up and everything.
Yeah, I've seen, there are all these TikTok videos of girls singing dancing to the Dasha song.
I don't even know what Dasha song you're talking about.
It's like, I don't know. It was a huge hit song. She got a Grammy for it. She's doing all this stuff, and it was like, all right. And it was a good song, not bad.
Yeah.
And she, you know, she made a dance to it, and they were pretty good dancers, but like their boots were like, they just got them from Walmart, and they haven't even been touched yet.
Have you done a lot of TikTok stuff?
Yeah, sometimes I post on TikTok. I'm really bad at that, at posting, so I'm trying to like work on that right now.
Yeah.
But I really focus myself on songwriting.
Yeah. That one girl, I can't remember her name. It was Lainey something. Where she was singing Fleetwood Mac songs. Can't remember her name. I'm bad with names.
Yeah, it's so funny seeing like all these people walk in and like they're all white boots. My mom was like, "You want to get some white boots? You'll blend right in."
I've never figured out the white boot thing.
Yeah.
Why is it white? Why has it got to be white?
I don't know. I think that's just their style. I mean, like, I'm walking around in my Hades have a hole in them. So.
The last pair of cowboy boots I actually owned were actually Harley Davidson riding boots. They were fashioned like a cowboy boot. And after I got rid of the Harleys and everything, I threw the boots away. I went to Tractor Supply, got me a pair of work boots.
Yeah, once I started doing all this music stuff, my dad was like, "Well, if you're going to sing country, I better get me some boots." So they opened a Lucchese store.
Yep.
In the Woodlands, and
get some shit kickers or cockroach killers.
Yeah, he embarrassed my mom so bad because he walks in. He has a joke, and he walks in, he goes, Yeah. I heard the store open, and people told me if you were gonna get boots, you better go get you some pair of Lucchese.
There you go. I don't care what anybody says. Dad jokes are the greatest. Bottom line.
Yeah, we saw a comedian the other day at the opera. He was real funny.
What was his name? Dad. Okay, we're going to quit asking Dad anything. He's as bad as me. He can't even remember names either.
Yeah, the only person that I like really remember is Don Schlitz. He was good.
A comedian?
No, that's not a comedian.
Oh.
He's the one. Have you heard I'm sure you've heard it. My mom loves that song. It's called When You Say Nothing at All.
I've heard that song.
And the
Not by him, but I've heard it from.
No, yeah, someone else released it. He wrote it, but another artist cut it.
Interesting. I have to look that up.
His name's Keith. Mom, what's his name? Keith. Kenny Rogers.
Kenny Rogers.
Yeah.
I've heard him. I had to put up with him because my mom, oh my God, she was in love with that man. Yeah, it was like on repeat.
Yeah, Don Schlitz is the one that wrote most of that record.
Yeah, it was Kenny Rogers, Elvis Presley. She actually had the Beatles album, one of them from back then, and Elvis Aloha from Hawaii live album. She had it. She had all kinds of albums. Sold them in a yard sale for $1 a piece. You know how much them things are worth now? Jeez. I could have paid a car note with it. Yeah, you was talking about how high fast food is. Go buy a new car. Payments start at $660 and go up. It is insane. So that means you got to hit the big time before you hit 16.
Yeah.
That way you can buy your own car. Or you could have Ford give you a truck, or Chevy give you a truck.
Or Mercedes.
Or Mercedes. You can get a Mercedes, too. Look, it's Mercedes in her Mercedes. With the white boots.
Yeah. I'll have a sparkly license plate where it says Mercedes on the back.
Yeah, don't put the sparklies on your steering wheel. I ain't figured out people doing that.
I've seen so many of those where like they have like the feathers on them. Mm-hmm. I'm like, it looks cool, but
anything you do to your steering wheel, decorate it up and all that other stuff, remember, in the event of a boo-boo, everything you put on that steering wheel is now sharp metal. Sharpnel. Isn't that how you say it? Sharpnel? Yeah. Yeah, it's like a bomb. You get all cut up. It ain't no good.
Well, don't scare her. She's only 14. She's got a couple years.
Yeah. Put pillows on your steering wheel. That's all you got to do.
Yep.
That way when you're sitting in traffic, you can take a nap.
Yeah. I remember
Time she starts driving, though, everything's going to drive itself.
Yeah, everything's going to be electric, especially in California. I think that starts next year, right?
Probably.
Couple years.
Couple of years. That's why everybody's moving out of California. That's okay. When me and your dad was young, we thought by this time right now we would be like George Jetson in the, little air cars and everything else. It was cool stuff. You watch a lot of cartoons?
Yeah.
You like anime, don't you? No? All kids I know of, they love anime. My granddaughter loves anime.
Yeah. I know a lot of people that do, but I just half of it I can't really understand. So.
I'm old Bugs Bunny and Tweety.
Yeah.
Wild E. Coyote.
Yeah.
Genius.
I grew up on like SpongeBob and Bubble Guppies and all that, but.
Okay, kids, what time is it?
Yeah, so I will occasionally watch a princess movie.
I got to be careful. That's copyright infringement there. So.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
What, SpongeBob?
Oh, well, I know SpongeBob. What did
at the beginning of the show, you'll see the captain in the picture thing, and
it says, "Are you ready?"
Yeah, it says, "Are you ready?"
You said, "What time is it?"
It says it too. I've heard that.
I don't think so. I was a big SpongeBob fanatic.
Was you?
Uh-huh.
Well, I don't know. I might be wrong.
Because when I was a kid, that's when it first started coming out. I haven't watched any of the new crap.
I still want to know what's in the Krabby Patties.
You probably don't want to know.
It's probably better than McDonald's.
Oh my God, I've seen all these podcasts about that. Like, have you ever wondered something in the Krabby Patties? Like, you wonder why there's no other crabs?
Yeah.
All right. Like, they're traumatizing children.
You don't really think about it, though. A crab selling Krabby Patties, is that like cannibalism? Because you don't see no other crabs.
There you go, SpongeBob. Take that one off my list. Now I'm just watching Bubble Guppies and princess movies.
Look, and this is sad to say for a grown man, but when Skylar was younger and Frozen came out, I loved that movie. I'd sit there and watch it as many times as she wanted to watch it.
Oh yeah, no. When I was like 4 years old and the first Frozen came out, we waited in line for 8 hours to meet Elsa.
Awesome.
And I had my blue sparkly dress on, and
she had that too, and the whole everything Frozen bed stuff and all kinds of stuff.
Mm-hmm. That's what was in my stocking.
But I love the music in it.
Yeah, it was good.
It was really, really good. Does he ever get off his phone?
And he gets on to me for it.
Yeah, I know, right?
She's like, Hannah, get off your phone. I was like, how will you do that?
He's booking you shows.
I bet you he's going like this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Just think, 2 years from now, you'll be opening up for everybody.
Yeah. My dad put a thing on notes, and he made his text real big, and it was like, holding it up for Laney Wilson. He was like, you don't know me yet, but one day I'm going to open for you. I was like, yeah, I hope.
You should have. I love that. Did you see that YouTube video where it was Laney and that little girl in the crowd was like, my dad said he would buy me a horse if I could get on stage with you. And she brung her up on stage with her. Signed her poster. And then the little girl went back to her mama. And Laney looked right out of the crowd and said, well, bet you going to get a pony now. I always wanted, I wish somebody would follow up on that. Did she actually get a pony? That's what I want to know. He's looking it up on the phone. You ought to tell him just weird stuff every now and then. Maybe he'll look it up on the phone.
Yeah,
Just to mess with him.
Give him something to do instead of closing tabs and looking at the weather.
Yeah, there you go. I hate looking at the weather. Half the time it disappoints me. It's a 50-50 chance anyway.
Yeah.
No matter where you go. Rain, sun, shine, tornado.
Yeah, we don't get tornadoes here, but where my mom is from, Guatemala, so many earthquakes and all that.
Yeah, there's a lot. It's crazy. Well, you brought your guitar. You going to do me some songs?
Sure.
You feel like doing some songs?
Yeah.
Okay. I love it. These youngins are just ready. They just ready.
Yeah. Here, I'll just move this a little closer.
A lot of people would have said, I need a bourbon first. You can't have a bourbon.
All right, so this one is one. Oh, my capo's backwards.
I was say your capo's upside down.
Well, so I wrote this one with my good friend Hadley Joe, and we wrote this basically as a letter to our younger selves. So this one's called Dear Little Me.
Dear Little Me. That's cute. I like that. And you wrote it for your younger selves?
Yeah, I mean, like, it relates to, like, my mom
Okay.
and all them, which is literally who I play for. I mean, I go to, like, a show and there's probably, like, 40, 50-year-olds in there.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, letter to herself when she gets older. Okay. I got you now. I'm following you now.
All right. Little feet, princess dresses, mama's heels, making messes, plastic jewelry in a ballerina box, running barefoot through the grass, jumping in the pool too fast, but daddy's hand was always there to rescue. You were reckless, you were free, you're not who you used to be. You're grown up now, and I wish you were here to see the life you made for yourself, based on all the cards you were dealt. Kindness is key. One day you'll see, dear little me. Went to college, got a job, fell in love, became a mom. Now there's 2 more sets of little feet in this world, and they are reckless, they are free, they're just like yours used to be. They'll grow up soon, and I wish you were here to see the life they'll make for themselves, based on all the cards they will dealt. Kindness is key. One day they'll see, dear little me. used to be. You're grown up now, and I wish you were here to see. Life you made for yourself, based on all the cards you were dealt. Kindness is key. One day you'll see, dear little me. Kindness is key. Just wait and see, dear little me.
All right. I like that.
Thank you.
It just amazes me watching her play and just that and she taught herself. It's disgusting. I'd be like, ow, ow. I couldn't. No, I tried. And you've been playing how long?
I've been playing
4 or 5 years?
a year and a half.
Year and a half? And you're playing like a seasoned player.
Oh, thank you.
It just blows me away. That's like my daughter. You give her an instrument, 2 weeks later, Beethoven on the piano, you know? I mean, it's crazy. What's the next one?
So I wrote this one also with my friend Dylan Reese.
Okay.
And so we wrote this one about how, you know, when you leave for college or you leave your hometown because, you know, your dad found work somewhere else, or you're just leaving because your family wants to move. And so, you know, and you come back for Christmas because your family still kind of lives there, like your grandma, your grandpa, or your cousins or something.
Yeah,
You
the
always go
reasons
back
that you actually need to go back.
You go back for Christmas, and you know, you're driving down that highway, and it's just like, I remember everything. So.
Yeah, because back in my day, there was a lot of reasons. They were a lot of the reasons why I didn't go back.
Yeah, this one's called Way Back Home.
All right.
Heading on back home, it's been too long since I've seen that place. Deja vu, passing all those familiar faces. All these paths that I made, I'm just now retracing. Like driving to that little town off 95 and that old off-road Ford, gas pedal to the floor. Flying down the interstate to walk right through that door before it's morn. Just on my way back home. Turning that house key that mama hid back in 93. Once I hit the gravel, it digs up the memories. Like driving to that little town off 95 and that old off-road Ford, gas pedal to the floor. Flying down the interstate to walk right through the door before it's morn. Just on my way back home. It's flying down the interstate to walk right through the door before it's morn. Just on my way back home.
Yay! Dad's doing the little clap. Caitlin, give him the big clap. That's the lightning. She's hitting lightning there.
In my
Oh, I love
defense,
that.
you still haven't labeled it.
I know, I forgot. I labeled everything else.
Yeah, except my buttons.
I think the clap is up top.
It is.
It's weird stuff goes on around here, I'm telling you. It gets crazy. Man. She's adjusting her capo.
Yeah, this one's a high song, but
A high song?
it's really upbeat.
Oh, okay.
I think this one's my dad's favorite.
I should say, you're too young to get stoned. Don't me starting.
Oh, no.
You said it, not me. I wanted to do a podcast,
Why
but
are
I got
what are you
high.
clicking? Is it? Oh, you have the fidget toy?
I got the fidget toy.
Well, stop clicking.
Well, I found a new little thing you can do with it. This right here, you can pull it, and it clicks.
Yeah, and I can hear it loud and clear.
She gets on to me.
So this one, I also wrote with one of my good friends, Hadley Joe.
Now, Hallie Joe, she same age as you, or
She's 16.
okay?
But, you know, she's my favorite person to work with and write with because, like, we have kind of the same style. So it kind of just, like, the song just, like,
Right.
snaps right into place.
Okay, cool. I was just trying to place like the age range and everything on it.
Yeah, all the people that I really wrote with are my age. And so basically this one we wrote in the Dosey Doe Whiskey Bar Speakeasy.
Okay.
And we saw this picture on the wall of a military man. And he was like waving like, oh, bye. And so we were like, I was like, it's something like midnight. And she was like, why don't we call it Meet Me After Midnight? So
Hey.
this one's called Meet Me After Midnight.
Okay.
She's a teenage girl in a little small town. Was her mama's world in a pink ball gown. Mama taught her how to be a lady. Was a military man fighting for his kingdom. All he wanted out of life was his freedom. And that teenage girl in a pink ball gown. And even though they weren't supposed to meet, they both whisper, meet me after midnight underneath the stars. Let's be wild and crazy, carefree with our hearts. Let's run away together, although we might be scared. I love you forever and I'll always be there. So meet me after midnight. Meet me after midnight. They ran away together, but they grew apart. They always thought they'd be heart to heart. Started a brand new life with someone else. They both raised their kids upright, but they often think about those nights when they used to whisper to each other, meet me after midnight underneath the stars. Let's be wild and crazy, carefree with our hearts. Let's run away together, although we might be scared. I love you forever and I'll always be there. So meet me after midnight. Meet me after midnight. Now they often wonder what their life would be if their love turned out just like they'd always dreamed. And now their kids know each other. Will they fall in love just like his father and her mother? Will they whisper, meet me after midnight underneath the stars? Let's be wild and crazy, carefree with our hearts. Let's run away together, although we might be scared. I love you forever and I'll always be there. So meet me after midnight. Meet me after midnight. Meet me after midnight. Meet me after midnight.
All right. You know, you might have found a songwriter friend for a long, long time. Because y'all doing good on some of these songs now.
Yeah, they're really good. I love them.
I like that one the best because it was that after midnight thing, you know.
Yeah.
A little bit of a feel to it. All kinds of fun stuff. Yay. I love that stuff. Got me thinking back when I was 16, 17 years old now. That's a long daggone time ago. Oh, it gets crazy. Gets crazy. I can't wait to see more of what you do, girl.
Thank you.
I think you're gonna do good.
Thank you.
You've got
Yeah.
what, back here? Okay. Yeah, because I mean, eventually you'll end up moving. Everybody does. Just don't move into Nashville. Different places around Nashville. You won't have to worry about it. It's a lot of fun. What are you doing? Itching to play another one?
No, I just like when I do that and I'm like talking and I have my guitar in my hand, I always
You just kind of piddle. That's what I call it, piddling. I love piddling. I can't piddle with a guitar though. It messes me up. Cool beans. So y'all gonna be back in a couple of months. Awesome. You come back in a couple of months, we'll have to get together. See where you at. I feel like she's writing a song or something in her head.
Oh, there we go. I figured it out.
You figured what out?
Because there's a guy was playing something yesterday, and it was really cool. And I never learned how to hammer on like that, but I think I figured it out. It's like. Yeah, something like that.
You remind me of my grandmother. She could listen to something one time, and she would sit there and play it and play it and play it until she got it right. Who knows?
I'm probably gonna get this out of my hand, or else I'll just keep playing.
Welcome to the Hannah piddling around hour.
No, yeah, literally, I will do it for an hour if I could.
No, well, I mean that's how you've gotten so good
Yeah.
because you love it,
Mm-hmm.
and I hope you always love it because
Yeah.
don't let people bring you down about it. Because I tell everybody, and that's one thing I hate about the music industry. You know, there's a lot of people that have gave up or broke or whatever, and they throw their music in the back of a closet. I had a guest on the show. He literally, when he gave up the music industry because of all of it, he burnt his favorite guitar in his backyard. And he's got a ton of music in his closet. And I wished he would get it back out because I just feel like there's that one song in there that could change somebody's life, you know?
I always tell myself, I was like, if you're writing, even if you don't like the song, someone will.
Yeah.
Someone's going to need it.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know, a lot of people don't like the band Creed, but Creed got me through one of my worst breakups. You know, just the way it was. And then Creed broke up.
Looks like I'm not the only one happening to.
Can't win for losing. It's the way it goes. All right, hon. I appreciate y'all coming up and being on the show.
Yeah, of course. This is so much fun.
Tell everybody where they can find you and your music.
Yeah, so I'm on all platforms, Instagram, all that. But you can go find all of that on my website at hannahmercedes.com. That's HANNA and then Mercedes like the car.com.
She likes watching herself on TV. You notice that? It's that camera. All right, everybody, y'all go check out Hannah Mercedes. And I haven't said this in a while, but I'm going to start back saying it. Like, share, follow, subscribe. It's okay on YouTube to hit the subscribe button. It will not take you to a pay site. It's free.
Oh, it's so funny. My friends always did that. They had a YouTube channel. They're like, subscribe if you breathe air.
Yeah. See, subscribe is free on YouTube. You can subscribe all you want. And it helps out artists, y'all. It really does. I'm sorry. I've been up since 3 a.m. It helps all the artists because it's a numbers game out there when you're getting people to booking them in the clubs, booking them to where you can see them and enjoy their music. I'm a live performance buff. I love live performances. So y'all remember, like, share, follow, subscribe. It helps us all, even this old man with a podcast. So, Hannah, I appreciate you being on, hon.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
And who knows, we might see you again in 2 months. You'll have 15 more songs by then.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Love you, mean it. See ya. Bye.